Hey guys, welcome back to Boots and Bounty Homestead. We are in the pantry today doing something special that I've actually never done before, and I want to do it to show you guys how the process works and if it really does work. We've got a pantry shelf here empty. This is where my pressure canners usually are, and I've got them stacked off to the side. So I'm going to use this for my next project. Now this is the middle of January-ish, and we've got to start looking at our time frames for the garden. So here in 7AB-ish, we're more B than A, our last frost date is the beginning of April. We have between the 1st and the 15th to kind of average that date out for the last frost date. So with that being said, the latest it will supposedly happen, you never know nowadays, would be about April 15th, which we're falling into that 120-day category right now. And what I'm looking at specifically right now is the cold weather plants can go outside around the beginning of March, depending on the weather, of course. So that is, we're in that time frame to 6 to 8 weeks before the time to start sitting out, like our brassicas, the cauliflower, broccoli, lettuce heads, cabbages, anything like that, that can go outside. So we need to start seeds now because we're in that 6 to 8 week window. Also, at the same time, we have to be planning ahead for summer gardens too. There are some things that take like 8 to 12 weeks, which 12 weeks, or 12 to 16 weeks, some things, very few, some things. That's what I'm going to do today. Some days take 120 days just to be able to grow them because they're slow growing, to grow them long enough to be able to transplant them outside between April 1st and May 15th, something like that. Those will be our summer crops that is going to fall under that category. We need to be thinking about now. And the transplant date and all that stuff. You kind of have to have things laid out to when to start them, when they're going out, what you can sow outside, all of that. We'll be doing all that stuff later. First of all, we're going to do this project real quick because we got to get some things started. All right, so I've been doing some research to help me and you guys. And this year, I kind of want to do some things that really can help anybody. Even if you're in an apartment, if you're in a townhouse that really doesn't have a yard, if you are in a rental place and you're not allowed to tear up the ground or put in a garden, raise beds and all that stuff, or if all you have is a balcony. I want to do some stuff this year that is going to help you. This is one of those projects to where you can buy the equipment to fit your size situation that you're in and incorporate doing some of your own gardening, some of your own fresh vegetables. All right, so to get started, I have went out and after doing a lot of research and a lot of soul searching on the less expensive grow lights, I ended up choosing a shop light. This is only about $20. You can get them at Walmart. I actually got this one at Sam's. It was right at $21. It is a 4-foot LED linkable shop light. Now, this has to have a broad spectrum light source. And to be a grow light, you can't use the LCD or the halogen or anything like that. It has to be LED or it has to be a specific spectrum grow bulb. It has to fall in the category of 5,000 lumens at the minimum and 5,000 kelvins at the minimum. It has to be both. You have to recognize the lumens and the kelvins because that is the energy source and the heat that the seeds need to grow, and also the plants. This one is more on the blue spectrum, And that being said, and you can do a lot more research on this if you would like, the blue spectrum is what seeds need to grow out of the garden, out of the dirt. That's going to be what gives them the heat to warm the soil. And once they poke the little heads out of the dirt, it's going to give them enough of the energy to keep growing. Now, if you were to go all in and do like a grow tent, which means you can grow your own tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers, whatever. If you want to go that big, say in a closet or something, you would also need a bulb with the red spectrum on it, because the red spectrum is what's going to start giving you your vegetation light to be able to grow your food. We're not doing all that. We've got the stuff outside. So what I'm going to do today, we're going to set this shop light up on the shelf here in the pantry. And you can do this on a bookshelf, or you can do it, hang it from like in a closet. You can hang it from the little coat rack, or you can get the little portable, adjustable coat racks or clothes hanger racks, and hang it from that. And then have your vegetation trays sitting on like a piece of furniture or some buckets or whatever. I mean, this has so many options you can do with it, and in so many homes and situations to where anyone can really grow anything. But what we're going to do is we need to start some seeds and get them ready to be transplanted outside. So we're going to set up this shop light real quick. This is 5,000 lumens and 5,000 kelvins. Like I said, this is more of the blue light, since we are going to be just doing the sprouting, the germination part. And then once they get big enough, we're going to be moving them outside. Let's get started opening this thing up. Alright, so here it is. Regular old shop light. It's got a plug-in here, and I'll show you in a minute once we start coming under here and showing you how we get all this set up. I've got a plug back here, and that's how I run my dehydrators whenever I don't have anywhere else for them to sit. So we've got that plug back there. And also, I didn't mention, this does have adjustable chains. Because you want to, we're going to start it down pretty low, and as the plants start to grow, we've got to move it up, because we don't want to burn them. So we've got these adjustable chains, and this is also, it comes mountable if you want to mount it. And here's our chains. Let me lay these right here. All right. So these have screw-in hooks if you want to screw it into the ceiling or a bookshelf or something like that, where it's more portable or where it's more permanent. It has those, and then it has these little S hooks, which is what I'm going to use, because like I said, I need this to be adjustable. And get these little boogers out of here. All right. So it has these little grooves right here in the top, right here. It has a groove for what you want permanent, and it has a little hole right there that you want these little hooks to go in to be adjustable. So that hook goes in there. And then I'm going to put, gotta be careful not to drop these in there. I'm going to put just the last end chain right there. And also, I said it was linkable. And right here in the end, it has a little plug where you can plug another one in. So you can actually have multiples of these if you want it. All right, I'm going to keep this tight so it doesn't fall off in there, and we can adjust it later. All right, I'm gonna come up under here. Now this shelf is 4 foot, so I'll be able to grow from end to end. And I'm just gonna hook it. There's a little bar right here in the middle. These are the best shelves for all my canning stuff because it can hold so much. There's a little bar right here in the middle that I'm hanging this chain on. All right, there's that one. And I'm just going to hook it in here just for visual purposes. And hook it up there. Let's see. And I'll have to adjust these once I get the plants in here. But that's what it's going to look like. And then my plug. My plug is going to go back here. Oh boy. Here we go. Hey honey, come see my grow light. Pretty warm.
Cool.
It's actually warming up. Well, there you have it. We have our grow light installed, and once we get the trays in here, it'll be like up to here, so I'm going to have to move it up probably to the bottom of this right here. But like I said, this is only for starting plants, and we're going to run this. It has to be running for 18 hours on, 6 hours off-ish. Because I try to get at least 8 hours sleep, and I don't have this thing on a timer. So we'll probably be doing about 16 and 8, not 18 and 6. So whenever I get up, I'll come over here and turn this on, or either I can let it run all night and cut it off during the day. It just, I don't know. We'll play with it around and see how it works. But I just need to keep it on the same schedule as close as I can with the sun, because once these go outside, then of course, you know, God will take over and give them the light they need. So, I'm excited. All right, so now that we've got the grow light installed, we need to go get our seeds planted and be checking out our next video for that, because I've got a lot of information to give you for those seeds as well. So, till next time, bye guys.